Your house might not be an asset, your car definitely isn't. And the reason you feel broke every month has nothing to do with how much you earn. By the end of this video, you'll know the handful of money ideas that show up again and again in two of the most recommended finance books ever written: Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. No jargon, no hype, just the core ideas explained plainly that you can actually use this week. 1. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. That's it. That's the whole test. A lot of things we call assets, like the house we live in, are actually costing us money every month once you count the mortgage, taxes, and repairs. 2. Financial literacy, knowing how money actually works, matters more than how much you make. Two people can earn the same $70,000 salary and end up in totally different places just because one of them understands where the money's going. 3. Pay yourself first, before rent, before groceries, before anything else. A slice of every paycheck goes to you. The idea is simple. If saving is the last thing you do, it never happens because there's always something else to spend it on. 4. Make your money work for you instead of you working for money forever. Money that's invested can earn more money on its own, even while you sleep. That's the whole reason compounding exists. 5. Control your spending before you try to control your income. Someone making $150,000 a year can be just as broke as someone making $40,000. Lifestyle tends to expand right up to whatever you earn. 6. Treat debt differently depending on what it's for. Debt used to buy something that generates income, like a rental property, works differently than debt used to buy something that just loses value, like a new car. 7. Let your savings guard themselves. Build a habit so strict you don't even negotiate with yourself about it. It's less about willpower and more about removing the decision. An automatic transfer doesn't care if you're tired or tempted. 8. Get advice from people who've actually succeeded at the thing you're trying to do. A friend who's never saved a dollar isn't the right person to ask about investing, even if they mean well. 9. Protect what you're building. Insurance and emergency savings aren't boring. They're what keeps one bad month from wiping out years of progress. A surprise car repair or medical bill can undo months of saving if there's nothing set aside to absorb it. 10. Your home isn't your only path to financial security. Owning a piece of a business, through stocks or otherwise, is another way ordinary people build wealth. Businesses can keep growing and paying out profits for decades, long after any one person stops working there. 11. Start now, even small. Time in the market matters more than the size of the first deposit. $50 a month starting at 25 can outgrow $200 a month starting at 45, simply because it has more years to grow. 12. Wealth is built in slow, boring steps repeated for years, not in one big lucky break. Both books were written decades apart, but they land on the same quiet point. Patience is the strategy. Assets put money in, liabilities take it out. Financial literacy beats a bigger paycheck. Pay yourself first, automatically. Make your money work through investing. Control spending, use debt wisely, protect your progress, start small, start now, stay patient. If this kind of plain language breakdown is useful, subscribing means you won't miss the next one. There's a lot more in both of these books worth unpacking.